Hi, Chandra. Okay. For some reason, I thought I had my camera set up correctly. Give me 2 more seconds to set it up. Pardon me. While we're setting up, I will let you know that it's an hour class, and please modify the class to fit your needs. So if you come into a pose that doesn't work for you, you can always do something different. Okay? That's a little better. Not perfect, but better. Yeah. Okay. Welcome. Let's start this thing. I'm gonna post the Spotify playlist again. Some of you are just logging on. If you're looking for some good music to play, check that out. And just to let you know, I have a Spotify, I guess, page on Spotify with a bunch of yoga music as well as other music. So if you're looking for some fun music to play outside of the studio, feel free to do that too as well. Check out my playlist, okay? All right, let's come into a comfortable seat. Happy to be here with you. Comfortable seat. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Catherine Ruse. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Good. Hi, Molly. Hi, Marcella. Hi, Josh. Hi, Caitlin. All right. Comfortable seat. Good. Close the eyes. Good. If you'd rather keep the eyes open, you can, of course. I'm not sure if you can hear Quinn having a little bit of a fussy moment up there, but maybe use her as a reminder to drop in and begin to notice. All right, let's start to connect to deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. Good, and exhale through the nose. And lengthen the breath out. Good. If you had a challenging day, you might be stepping onto your mat, sitting on your mat with whatever challenges are going on with you. Intentionally put them down for this next hour as best you can, right? And just start to focus on how the body feels and your breath. And then slide the hands up to the heart. And take some filling breaths here up to the heart. Yeah, big full breath. All right, let's set our intention for our practice today. A couple of years ago, I was at Point Isabel. Point Isabel, for those of you that don't live in the Bay Area or don't have a dog, is an off-leash dog area that's right on the bay. It's really, really pretty. And I used to take Zoe there all the time, take her for a walk. And I'll never forget, there was some type of conflict happening between the guy who was emptying out the trash cans and one of the dog walkers, and it was escalating. It was getting really loud and they were yelling at each other. I have no idea what happened, but I'll never forget, there was this woman who an older woman who just walked by and she just started singing When times of trouble come to me, Mother Mary calls my name, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. She just kept on singing that over and over again as she walked by. And I thought, wow, there's a really interesting way to work with conflict. I'm like, I want to meet that woman. I didn't get a chance to meet her, but she was just so awesome. Let it be, let it be. She just kept singing. And I thought about that today because there's always challenges going on in our world. We stumble into conflict all the time. A person who's on this call right now was talking about how people are honking at her and causing issues and just kind of being major just pains and a-holes. And how do we react to that? Do we take that energy into the next encounter, or do we maybe do a little chant to kind of let it be? And I thought today we might just focus on someone we care about and send them a little bit of love, maybe someone who's going through a struggle. That's a great way to kind of move our energy, shift our energy up, rather than focusing on our own kind of conflicts and challenges. Shift it up, offer up our practice away to someone we care about. So just take a moment here and breathe up to the heart. Like, I just heard Quinn having a challenging time with Stephanie, my wife, her mama, and just, maybe offer up some love to Quinn and to Stephanie, that she can stay chill while she's working with conflict. And maybe there's someone who you met today that needs this practice that you're offering up to them. Breathe it up to the heart. And bring the hands in prayer. Offer up our efforts away to all people everywhere that are suffering. Setting our intention today with one Om. Exhale all the breath out. Inhaling. Om. And release the hands. Open the eyes. And find your way on to all fours. Take about 10 breaths to find your way into downward dog. It's interesting because I kind of feel like there's two people inside of me. One is this kind of yogi, Buddhist person kind of walking the path of love and healing and compassion. There's another person inside of me that's kind of like this, the wrestler that was bullied, that won't take any bullying anymore, that has really strong boundaries, that's willing to fight as needed. and I feel like I'm always trying to find that balance. And I think the first step on this path, I got about 5 more breaths here. The first step on this path, if you find yourself kind of walking down conflict, you're choosing war instead of peace, taking that deep breath over and over again until you get more grounded and move from a more grounded place. Doesn't mean that you don't pull a wrestler person out when needed. He's just been needed sometimes. Right? But maybe not the best choice to bring out all the time. About 2 more breaths. Hi, Joan. It's good to see you. Glad you made it. All right, here we are, downward facing dog. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Fingers are spread wide. Good. Feet are about hip width apart, reaching out through the heels. Letting your neck and head relax. Good. Bend the left knee, rotate the right heel down toward the left foot. Press through the right hand and right foot, stretching through the right side body. By the way, that song by Paul McCartney, The Beatles, was actually a dream that Paul had, which is kind of a neat. His mother, Mary, was dead. She came to him in a dream. And she said, let it be. That's a great story. Good. Come back to center. Both legs straight. Now bend the right knee. Rotate the left heel toward the right foot. Push through the left hand and left foot. All right, and straighten out both legs and walk your feet toward the hands to come into ragdoll pose. And reach up and grab onto opposites and elbows. Flip back and forth here for a moment. And keep your knees bent here. Get your breath going. Allow the weight of the arms to help lengthen the hamstrings and spine. And then releasing the hands down, bend the knees and roll yourself up to standing. And walk your feet to the front of the mat. And bring the hands in prayer. And starting off our practice with a bunch of suns to build heat. And this first sun, let's offer it up our efforts to the person you care about that is moving through some struggle right now. I mentioned Quinn and most likely Stephanie dealing with a tantrum. Maybe you have grandmother, grandparent, lover, friend who's struggling, offering up our efforts that they might find some healing and some happiness in this life, just as it is. Classical suns, moving mindfully. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Big breath up to the heart. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. Left knee comes down. Low lunge. Good. Reach up, sink in. Big breath, feel. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back to the back of the mat into plank pose. Good. Knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into low cobra. Walk the hands forward, lift the chest up. Elbows are off the ground. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Lowering. Slide the hands beneath the shoulders. Come on back into downward dog. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Stepping the left foot forward. Bring the right knee down. Inhale. Reaching the hands up. Sink in. Stretch through the right quad as you sink in. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. If you like, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Again, inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. Right knee comes down. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot back. Plank. Good. Knees come down. Chest comes down. Coming into low cobra. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Come on back into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward, left knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Again, cactus arms, elbows bent, chest opening. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, hold, pause just for a moment, hands on heart. And now offering up your efforts to your own healing. That you can caretake yourself. So maybe you're not so reactive, so that you move from a more peaceful place, that you can find some healing and happiness in this lifetime, just as it is, just like you want for your friend, for your loved ones, for Quinn, for Stephanie, for everybody, for our community, right? offering it up for your own healing. Here we go. Moving mindfully. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Classical suns with a high lunge. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. Come on up, high lunge. Reach up, sink in. Right knee over the right heel, strong left leg. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back. Good. Knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into either low cobra or regular cobra. Hands underneath the shoulders, lift the chest up. Inhale. Good. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward. Come on up, high lunge, sink in, left knee over left heel, strong right leg, reach out to the right heel. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Elbows bent, cactus arms. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Other half of that sun. Let's keep moving. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. High lunge. Reach out through right heel. Sink in. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Good. Knees come down. Chest comes down. Coming into, again, low cobra, regular cobra. Inhale, lifting. Good. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. High lunge. All the way up. Spread the fingers wide. Maybe a little back bend here as you reach up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Elbows bent. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay. Again, hands on heart. Good. Now offering up our efforts to our community, to the people who we don't maybe know very well that walk on our path, that we know they suffer. If our friends suffer, if we suffer, then we know our community suffers. People on this call that you don't know very well that might be struggling in some way, whatever little way, right? Breathe it up to the heart. Just feel for that for a moment. All beings everywhere, may they be happy and free. Be serious sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Vinyasa. Good. The downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right heel down, warrior one. One breath all the way up. Big breath, a little back bend here at the top if you like as well. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Vinyasa. Good. The downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior one. Come on up. Good. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the right foot back. Vinyasa. Good. The downward dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, deep inhale. Exhale, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Good. And straighten the legs. Come all the way up. Elbows bent. Cactus arms. Good. Exhale. Bring the hands in prayer. Okay. Let's do one more sun. Slide the hands on the heart first. And just this time we're offering up our efforts to someone who drives us just a little bit crazy. Someone who triggers you. And I would suggest not choosing the hardest relationship you have. That might push you a little bit too far off balance. Maybe it's someone you care about that just kind of needles you a little bit, whatever it might be. Maybe it's a parent that's telling you just keep your job, even though your job drives you crazy or wants you to get married or whatever it is. I don't know. Just breathe for a moment and recognize that if our friends suffer, if we suffer, if our community suffers, there's a good chance that this person that drives you crazy is suffering in their own little way. And so recognizing that if they're happy, if they're moving through their suffering, that means they're probably going to provide a space for you for less suffering too. Less suffering in the world means less suffering in the world for us as well. Right? Offering it up our efforts. Here we go. B series with some back bending. All right. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Good. Then bring the hands to lower back, interlace the fingers. Breathe here up to the heart. 3 breaths here in chair with a back bend. 1 more big breath. Releasing the hands. Inhale, reaching the hands up, straighten the legs. Exhale, diving forward, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump, step, float back, vinyasa. Good. Exhale, downward dog. This time, step to the right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior 1 into Warrior 1 brain cradle. Hands onto the back of the head. Interlace the fingers, sink in. Breath up to heart. Feel the breath moving all the way up to the chest and feel the chest expanding. Because this might be all we can do if we're super triggered by the people in our life. Just breathe up to the heart. And that's quite a big shift for a lot of us. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps back. Vinyasa. Good, then downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right heel down, Warrior 1. Come on up. Good, again, brain cradle, hands on the back of the head. Let the head relax into the hand. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Good. Come down, stepping the left foot back. Mindful vinyasa. Pause in the upward dog or cobra and take a really big breath. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Nice. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Deep inhale. Exhale, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. And then bring the hands to lower back, interlace the fingers. Let's finish up with the chair back bend, big breath here. Right. Inhale, reaching the hands up, straighten the legs. And exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Just feel your way back into this moment. Okay, inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Moving through a vinyasa into some standing poses. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump, step, float back, vinyasa. Good, then downward dog. Inhale, reaching the left foot up, straighten out the left leg, reach the right heel toward the ground. Bend the knee and open up the hip here. All right, inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through. And right heel down, warrior one, into Lance Dodger. Left forearm on lower back, palm of the left hand at the right hip with the palm facing out, right hand on the back of the head. So it's a back bend, chest opening here. Head is relaxing into the right hand. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. Place the hands on the hips, turn the back toes under. Walk the right foot back a couple of inches so you're starting to feel the right quad turn on and stretch. Twisting high lunge. Inhale, reaching right hand up. Exhale, right elbow, left thigh, twisting. If there's too much, you bring the right hand on the inside of that foot. If you're looking for more challenge, right hand on the outside of the foot, reaching left hand up. You know, there's so many stories in Buddhism about how you, and this is true with a lot of different philosophies, and yoga, it's there's a sutra around this too as well. I forget what the name of the sutra is, the number, but it's about like cultivating equanimity and about how important it is to have people in your life that put you off balance so that you're tested. It's easy to kind of be cool with really nice people around you, but it's when you get challenged is when you really start to kind of realize how important the practice is. And that's when the practice begins, right? All right, releasing the hands down. Bring the right knee down. Hands on the left thigh, sink in. Bend the right knee, reach back, grab onto ankle foot, pull the foot in. Good. If you want a little more, reach your left hand up and left hand on the back of the head to cultivate a little more of a chest opener here. Yeah, I forget who the guru was, but there was a guru that would bring his Bengalese kind of servant tea boy around who was belligerent. And he said he would say that that's what kept him real, kept him truthful about the depths of his practice, his understanding of equanimity. Most of us don't need to have a tea boy or a servant around us, right? It's happening without needing to bring someone around us to trigger us all the time. We don't need to create more suffering in the world. There's enough in it for us. All right, releasing the back foot. Hands come down. Stepping the left foot back. Good. Your vinyasa. Got the downward dog. Inhale, reaching right foot up. And I'll pause here just for a moment. Feel the stretch of the back of the leg and bend the knee and open up the hip. And now reaching the right foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, straighten up, right foot up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to nose, placing the right foot through. And again, warrior one, have your feet about hip width apart. Sink in. Warrior one into left dodger. Right form, lower back. Palm of the hand facing out the left hip. Left hand on the back of the head. Sink back into your legs and lengthen out of the torso, out of the hips, lower back area into that back bend. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And hands on hips, turn the back toes under. Inhale, reaching left hand up. Exhale, left elbow, right thigh twisting. You can walk your left foot back a couple of inches if you like. If you're having a hard time finding stability, you can always bring your feet a little bit wider apart. If you're coming off balance. And inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Low lunge, left knee down. Hands on the right thigh. Sinking in. And bend the left knee. Reach back, grab onto ankle foot. Right hand on the back of the head. Or not, right? You get to choose how deep you go into this pose and what variation you do of this pose. One more big breath here. Releasing the back foot, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back. And okay. This time lower down all the way onto your belly and chest. Bend the knees, reach back, grab onto ankles, feet for Dhanurasana. Inhale, come on up into bow pose. Strong legs, push the feet into the hands to help lift the chest up. Inhale. And exhale, releasing all the way down. All right. Come on back into downward dog. And inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, place the left foot through in between the hands, right heel down. Come on up to warrior two. And coming into arch your arms in warrior two, left hand lower back, right hand upper back. You might need a strap here to support that. Or a t-shirt or towel. Pull the belly in slightly. So rib cage pulls in a little bit. Tuck tailbone forward toward the wall that your torso is facing. Okay, inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Reaching the left hand forward and down for triangle pose. Right hand reaches up and back for a chest opener here. Good. If you like, you can also come into a half bind or a full bind if you want a little more shoulder opening. Find a good spot for the left hand, either on the foot or floor, or maybe even high up on the shin. Get curious about that. Okay, right hand on right hip. Bend the left knee. Come on into half moon. Shift the weight forward into the left leg. Left hand on block or on the floor, about 12 inches in front of the left foot. Good. Reaching the right hand up. If you want a little more challenge, quarter moon. Bend the right knee, reach back, grab onto ankle foot, and then pull the right knee back. So you're kind of doing, instead of a half moon, a quarter moon, knees bent, grabbing onto the foot with the right hand. Okay, right foot reaches straight back. Step back to warrior two just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. And vinyasa. And the downward dog. Okay, inhale, reaching right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing the right foot through. Warrior two. You might need a strap. You need it on the first side. You might need it on the second side. And coming into arch arms. Right hand lower back, left hand upper back. And sink in. One more big full breath here. Back up to warrior two. Straighten right leg. Triangle pose. Step your left foot slightly forward. Right hand comes forward onto shin, onto the floor. Left hand reaches up. Okay, or into half bind or full bind in triangle. All right, left hand on left hip. Coming into half moon pose. Shift the weight forward into the right leg. Right hand comes forward. Half moon, reaching left hand up. If you like, moving into quarter moon, bend the left knee. Grab onto foot with the left hand and push left foot into left hand. 2 more breaths here. All right, stepping back to warrior 2. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. Right foot steps back. Good. Vinyasa. All right, downward dog. Walk the feet toward the hands for a forward fold variation. And feet are about hip width apart. Bend the left knee quite a bit, straighten out the right leg. Walk left hand to midline of the mat. Reach the right hand up. Use a block here if needed. Right hand comes down. Bend the right knee, straighten out the left leg. Walk right hand to midline of the mat. Reach your left hand up. Okay, left hand comes down. And bend the knees. Roll yourself up to standing. Let's do 2 standing back bends. If you'd rather do with the knees on the ground, camel variation, you can. Okay, so that's choice. Feet are about hip width apart, toes lifted, feel the feet on the ground. Hands come on the lower back, the thumbs almost touching each other, the sacrum. I'll show that to you on the screen if you want to see what that looks like. Heels of the hands moving toward the buttocks. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, come on back into standing back bend. All right, inhale, come on back up. Place the hands on the heart. Just pause here for a moment. Breathe up to the heart. You know, caretaking ourselves is not like a selfish act. It's actually in some ways a form of activism. And what I mean by that is the more we caretake ourselves, the more we can caretake other people and be a force in the world for good. If we're kind of at our wit's end, or we're low on energy, or we're tired, or we're exhausted, or even like hangry, all those things, we might not be acting in our best way, and we might be acting out of integrity, because all of us can be and are depleted, so to speak. So caretake your heart here, this next one, right? Coming into another round of standing back bends. Hands on lower back, thumbs almost touching the sacrum. Inhale, lifting up, telescope the ribs. Exhale, come on back. And inhale, come on back up. And slide the hands on her again. Breathe up to the heart, feel. All right. Let's come into dancer pose. Shift the weight over to the left foot. Bring the right foot in toward the buttock. Reach back with the right hand. Grab onto inner or outer foot. I prefer inner foot, but it might feel better with you, the outer foot. Lean forward. Reach your left hand up. All right, inhale. Come back to neutral and bring the right foot down. You might need to take a moment, just shake your legs out, reset yourself. Coming on to our second side. Shift the weight over to the right foot. Bend the left knee. Reach back, grab onto the foot with the left hand. Good. Begin to come into dancer. Reaching the right hand up, left foot reaches back. Strong leg pressing into the left hand, left foot pressing the left hand. How's the breath here? One more like that. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Bring the left knee alongside the right knee. Reach your left foot down. And shake the legs out here. Good. Pause here. Just breathe up the heart, hands on heart. You, as much as anybody else in the whole wide world, deserve your love and affection. If we can just give ourselves a little bit of that love and affection, that might help to change the world in whatever little way we can. All right, and then releasing. Come into a forward fold with the knees bent, feet about hip width apart. Hands on the back of the head, pick your fingers at the base of the skull, interlaced. And bring the forearms along the jawline. Let the arms help lengthen the upper back and neck. Elbows move toward each other to help that tractioning. All right, releasing there. Come all the way onto your back. Gonna get some abs in now. Yay, abdominals, elbow to knee variations. It's happening. And bring the knees in the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, give yourself a hug. And bring the knees directly over the hips, hands behind the back of the head. Release the fingers. Inhale, lifting shoulder blades off the mat. Elbows reach up toward the sky. Good. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach the right foot up toward the ceiling of this variation. Both elbows reaching toward left thigh. Inhale, back to center. Knees over hips, feet just below the knees. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Left foot up toward the ceiling. Straighten out your left leg. Inhale to center. Again, knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach the right foot up. Right foot up toward the ceiling. Shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach your left foot up. Shoulder blade off the mat. Reach out to the ball of the foot. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach the right foot up. Right hand on right thigh. Press the thigh away from you. Lift the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back on the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach your left foot up. Left hand on left thigh, pressing. Good. Inhale, back to center. One more round. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground, curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach the right foot up. Right hand on right thigh if you want more. Straighten out your right leg. Press through the right foot. Press the right hand on right thigh. Resist the press. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Left foot up toward the ceiling. Reach out through the left foot. Left hand on left thigh. Pressing. Good. Inhale, come back to center, and then bring the feet down. Nice work. Good. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug here, and let your knees release over toward left. Reach the right arm away from you. Look over the right shoulder. Right hand helps guide the thigh knee down. Sorry, left hand helps guide the right thigh knee down. All right, inhale. Come back up to center. Let the knees release over to the right. So lying down spinal twist, take your right hand. Help guide your left thigh knee down. Reach your left arm away from you. Again, look over left shoulder. All right, inhale. Come on back up. And come into Baddha Konasana with the feet over the pelvis. Take your hands, guide your feet to touching. And then slowly draw the feet over the heart and pull the feet toward the chest. You should feel a nice stretch to the lower back. Play with drawing the lower back to the ground or lifting up a little bit. All right, and sliding into happy baby here. And reach up, pull the feet down, knees alongside the torso. If that's too much, grab onto the back of the thighs and the back of the knees there and pull. All right, final resting pose. Shavasana, nice work. If you'd like to place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, continue with your theme of connecting and offering up your efforts to, maybe in Shavasana, to this person you dedicated your practice to who's struggling. All right, start to bring conscious breath into the body. And moving your fingers, your toes, the hands, the feet, the ankles, and wrist. And reach the hands above the head. Come into a deep stretch. Inhale. And exhaling. Bring the knees and the chest. And roll over onto the right side. Pushing yourself up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed just for a moment longer. And bring the hands in prayer, sharing this beautiful quote from Pema Chodron. Boss, coworker, spouse, roommate, mother, father, child. Who are the people you really dislike and wish would simply go away? Be grateful to them. They're your own special gurus showing up right on time to keep you honest. It's the troublemakers in your life who cause you to see that you've shut down, that you've armored yourself, that you've hidden your head in the sand. If you didn't get angry at them, if you didn't get fed up with them, you would never be able to cultivate patience. If you didn't envy them, if you weren't jealous of them, you would never think to stretch beyond your mean-spiritedness and try to rejoice in their good fortune. If you never met your match, you might think you were better than everybody else and arrogantly criticize their neurotic behavior rather than doing something about your own. Take a deep breath up. And then bowing forward with love and with gratitude. May our practice provide us healing. And may we reflect that healing out into the world to help create more peace. Namaste.